Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Go Global Information session. We're going to talk about global exchange for the upcoming summer term of 2024. My name is Glenda, and I'm one of the global learning coordinators. My regions are UK, France, Germany, and Africa. We also have Jasmine, who is the rest of Europe and the Americas, and we have a new global learning coordinator that's starting next week, and who will take over Asia and Oceania. So what is global learning? Global learning can be many things. You necessarily don't have to go to a different country to get a global learning experience, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. So why do students go abroad? It can be for many reasons. It's a challenge, a new learning opportunity. You become more independent because you're not going to be living with your parents, for example. You can learn a new language or improve the language that you're currently learning. It's a great way to build professional skills, make new friends, and gives you a chance to really explore the world. We have over 300 partners across the world. And again, it depends on the program that you would be doing, that we have certain partners for. So we do have, in this session, we are talking about global internship, but we do have academic exchange opportunities. And basically you go for a semester or two. You're doing courses that go towards your major, minor, or even electives. And the credits get transferred back to your York degree. You are paying York tuition in order to go abroad. And we have many partner institutions for that. There is also short-term study abroad, which is our summer abroad program. It's usually you're doing one or courses, and the credits that you do earn at that time only goes towards your lower level electives. So that's summer abroad. And you're paying their fees, not ours, and their fees would be the course that you're taking, and also paying for trips and adventures that you're doing with the other students abroad. It's kind of like, I look at it more like a camp that you're going to. And then we also have faculty-led programs, which is usually in the summer term. And you're doing a York course, but some of it is taught here, and then some of it is taught abroad. There are many courses available, and it's a York University faculty member that's leading it. And then you travel with the group of students abroad. So that can be something that if you want to do to feel more comfortable in going away, that's another thing you can do. So globally networked learning is kind of what I mentioned before, is for students who cannot go abroad. For example, this is a great way for students to get that global learning opportunity, because you are taking a course and it's with York, with a York professor and with a professor from another institution. And the two groups of students from across the world are working together on a shared project. So that's just another way that you can take part in global learning. So are you eligible? So this is mainly for all the programs. This is all the program eligibility. So you should be an undergrad or a graduate student, be in good academic standing, have at least a 5.5 GPA, be full-time. You should have at least 18 credits at the time of your application. And domestic and international students can do these global learning programs. So that there's different types of internships available. We have research, where students, conduct research at a academic institution. There is industry, for example, teaching English in El Salvador. There are also NGOs or nonprofit organizations. We do have third-party internship providers as well that have opportunities, but these are they will cost you money. So you have to pay a program fee to participate in that type of internship opportunity when it's offered by a third party institution or provider. So when you read the listings on our website for which global internships are available, make sure you read that very carefully because you don't want to commit to something and then you are, required to pay a lot of money to be in it. So just be mindful of that. So the application is open for global internship opportunities, and the list is available on our website. How much does it cost? So some positions are unpaid. Positions are unpaid. Sorry, not some. Some positions are unpaid. Sometimes tuition. Okay, so this is more like a general cost. So you are going to, depending if you're doing exchange then or a summer program, tuition is paid to York if it's exchange. If not, then it's you're paying to the institution. But mainly is like you need to know that there are costs obviously associated for taking part in an internship program, like your flights. You have to maybe get vaccines depending on what the requirements of the country is, visa, permits, stuff like that. And there is also insurance that you need to purchase before leaving. So there is funding available for internships. So it is unpaid position, but you're able to apply to get an award from York International. So it's open to all students traveling abroad on an internship. So it has to be an international affiliated internship with York. It can be for credit or non-credit programs. The amount is based on destination and duration of the program. There is no application required. Students selected for an internship will be notified of their award amount. And you must complete all of the safety abroad procedures before traveling, before the award is administered. So how do you apply? So the deadline for summer 2024 placements is December 1st. We will have positions available for fall and winter, but that information is not out yet. So you're going to complete an online application. It is open. You should be applying for a maximum of 3 positions. Obviously, you're going to put your first choice as your first, and then second and third. You're going to upload a resume. You're going to upload a letter of intent. Why do you want to work in that organization or institution? Put your first and second letter of intent. If you're, happy with all 3, then you should uploading all 3. You do have to have an academic letter of reference. So there is a link that you would give to your professor or TA in order to fill it out, and they can be a reference. So the timeline is you are applying by December 1st of this year. You get selected by York International. You're going to get an interview by us. And then we will connect with the internship provider. And then the internship provider will request an interview if applicable. And then the internship provider will confirm your position, and then you must complete a work plan with the internship provider and submit it to York International. You have to complete all the safety abroad requirements. Your funding will then be processed, and then you travel abroad in your global internship, and you come back and do a student report. So we do have a drop-in advising here at York International. So it's in person from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 1 and 3:30. You should at least do some research about the internship position. Be flexible with your options. Again, you want to be more of like, oh, I'm in biology, I need to have, biology experience. But maybe just kind of be more open and look at the positions. What are the requirements? And do you meet those, qualifications? If you do and it sounds interesting, you should apply. Um, okay, so we haven't updated these slides. Sorry about that, but we did have a Go Global Fair on October 5th. But I could tell you that we do have a couple of internship providers that are going to be doing some information sessions. If you go onto our YI calendar, you'll see there what institutions or internship providers are going to be, when are they scheduled to do an info session. So maybe that's something you're interested. If you are interested in other programs, there's information sessions on the YI calendar as well. We also have something called global chats happening where, if you're, interested in going to a particular university, for example, you can chat with students who are here or who went abroad there. But you can come speak to us if you have any questions about a specific, internship position. But you should remember the deadline, December 1st, and you should start an application. And don't just ignore that as well. So our emails goglobal@yorku.ca. So you can email us if you have any questions and hope that you submit an application for internship. Thank you. Okay.